Nas on the beat.
What is up, you guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? First official live of 2026 on
Wow.
this fine Sunday. We are here. I'm here with my guys. What's up, you guys? How are you today?
I'm good. What's good?
Hanging in with both hands. Shake the game, but you know how to.
All right, you guys. We are on here supporting Shador. Shador's final game of the season. Hopefully not the final game with the Browns, but final game of the season, you guys. And we are still waiting for Myles Garrett to get that damn last sack. They do not want him to get that sack record. They are willing to lose games before let him get that final sack. This is crazy to me.
Yeah, it
Man.
looks like he's gonna do it next year.
Going down too. I'm like, I hope he gets it. Oh God, another
Yeah.
flag.
He don't have any friends like Michael Strahan had with Brett Favre when he allowed them to get the sack. 'Cause that was yeah, I know you remember that. That was classic. But
Honestly speaking, if it takes him a whole season to do it, like he got to play like every single snap. I don't know. But you know what? We're gonna see. He out there. Hopefully he can get it.
But they actively trying. They trying. They don't want him to get it, so it's gonna be a little harder, even though he playing every snap.
yeah, I mean, and nobody wants to be the quarterback that said that they gave up the they gave up the record for them. You know what I mean? They were like, look, protect me at all costs. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to be, that dude. But we'll see. Let's see what old MG is going to do today because,
it's about 5 minutes left in this third quarter, and then obviously the fourth quarter. So we're gonna see. Minnesota is beating Green Bay right now. What is Green Bay doing out there?
they said Jefferson was lighting them up, but
Jacksonville's not playing no games. They at 31.
Ooh, he almost had him. He didn't end up getting a first down.
I like Joe Burrow with the longer hair. I'm here for the new look.
Yeah. George changed his style up in a hot minute, Joe.
As he should. And then run a little experiment.
Oh yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, that's his thing though. You know what I mean? It's like when he went, but I didn't like the blonde Eminem era, but kind of some people liked it.
He didn't get a first down on that play?
No.
Oh, I thought he did.
No, he did not. They really have to do something about the time of possession. I mean, the first half, the Bengals had the ball for like 20 plus minutes compared to the Browns 8 minutes. You're not going to win a game like that. And they weren't winning because of the defense, but that's not realistic.
Yeah, it's not going to be. It's a shame.
You can't have the ball that long.
Did y'all watch the entire game? The first half?
No, I looked at the highlights. I wasn't watching it.
I didn't. I was watching it, but I missed the part of the first drive where he fumbled on the first drive. I was like, "What?" I said,
"Wow."
The first play of the game.
Oh, hold on.
Basically,
so I can put this score up.
The score. Man, Dak Prescott should have kept his mouth shut.
What happened?
They losing 22-10. But
24.
I officially transfer to the Browns if they keep Shador.
Is Dak even playing today?
yeah, I saw him out there. Yeah.
Is he still playing now? Or was it like the first snap or two?
He was playing when he I think he threw a pick at the goal line. Let me see. Let's see if he's still playing. Man.
Boom. Ooh. They don't care about getting sick as long as it ain't Garrett.
Let me see. Dallas. Man. Cowboys. This is horrible. This is really horrible. Wow.
Oh, dude should have kept going.
Boostling. Nope.
What time Baltimore play? They already played?
No, the Baltimore game, Baltimore-Pittsburgh game haven't happened yet.
8:20.
Yeah, that's the popcorn game right there.
All right, they're punting the ball. Let's see if they can put some more points on the board. You doing, Papa?
Yeah.
They playing Shador's music in the commercial. Did you hear it?
That's what's up. I know he got to go out there and have a better second half than that first one, though.
And usually his first halves be good. That throw that he just passed, it would have really helped him out. The dude dropped.
What you don't want is to end on a low, in the season on a low, man.
Yeah.
You want to end on a high.
Because that's what they're going to talk about most.
Yeah, for the next, how many weeks, months. And plus, you want them to feel like they don't need to draft a QB in a couple of months.
Yeah, I know. They just may do overhaul. You know what I mean? Just be like, no, we don't want either one of you cats, and just move on, man. I feel bad for him because, as you said earlier, Kai, you alluded to the fact that you're still seeing the same mistakes from the week before. I mean, just tuck the ball, hold the ball, don't put the ball in one hand, and you got a lineman on your left and right. So it's just craziness. His maturation has to, it may be unfair, but his maturation has to be faster than everyone else's. So, but
I mean, like I said, I'm not even looking necessarily for him to, like I said, do anything crazy. I'm just looking like to see, like, do you not make the same mistakes? You know what I mean? Are you learning from what you did last week, week before? You know what I mean? So one thing I noticed is like when everything's good, like his confidence is high, but when it starts to go down, like the body language starts to shift, and he has to be able to keep that mental. This is a mental game. You gotta remember to stay composed and to still keep playing with the same confidence. What were you saying, Dre? What were you saying, Dre?
No, I said he got to keep that same confidence that he displays. His personality. Got to keep it energized. I added the thumbnail. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, the thumbnail. I don't have to show it on here. That should be on your thing.
Yeah, I was just adding. Yeah, I was just adding
I
so you
have
can
mine
see it.
already. I think, bro, these are the only ones don't do thumbnails. This channel,
You know, nothing
this
has to
channel
be
is
said,
crazy
guy.
now. I'm like, what
Nothing
the
What you
has
heck?
to
say?
be said. I was just sitting here waiting for it. I was like, I know it's coming.
What she said?
I'm the only one who don't have a thumbnail
He
up
never has a
as of
thumbnail.
yet.
Oh,
They got to take their time. They on 2nd and 4 already. Come on, man. Take your time. Use the clock.
first.
Come on, get that first down. Get that first down. We'll take it. We'll take it. Half of the team is missing right now, too.
Man.
They out there gas. At first, I was like, wait, who was who? They got like the same uniforms, the same color scheme.
Mm, 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 mm.
Uh-oh. Nope, ran out.
It looked
You
like he
can't
got
run
the first down.
out. Oh, wait, Indiana done caught up and took the lead against Houston. What the heck happened? Wow.
Whoa. And they had a backup quarterback. Didn't they? Third stringer?
I don't know who's playing today, but at first it was like 23-10. Now it's 24-23.
You cannot have a top defense and that be the case. Nah.
So that tells
Nah.
me offense. That's what that tells me. I said offense was the problem for Houston a while ago. It's gonna
But
catch up with them. It's gonna catch up
you
with them.
give up 23 points. Well, yeah, I don't know how they scored though. Yeah, that's that. Got to find out how they scored.
I mean, they
Jeez.
went from having 10 points to what the extra 15, 18, something like that, 13.
Yeah, it was high five and cartwheels when I was looking at the
Let me
highlights. But now,
see Houston, Texans.
oh, sorry.
Oh, they out there playing like two backups too.
That's
Sanchez, Leonard,
that's what I'm saying. They had like third stringers up in there.
CJ Stroud got hurt.
Oh
I don't
God.
know. They have another somebody else in there, but he just came in. He only played like one snap, so I can't even say that. No, he just came in the game.
Brother.
And no interceptions either.
CJ ran in for a touchdown, and and they were saying then like, hey, why do you got CJ running in for a touchdown when you know he's like the 10-man anymore? So but he was fine afterwards. But still,
I don't know what's
I don't
going
know if that
on.
made him froggy in any other situation. Sometimes that make you a little froggy when you think nobody ain't gonna hit you.
Well, there's still plenty of time though. They just pretty much got back from halftime, so.
Yeah,
But the Colts, I don't know. They said they're gonna figure something out for this last game. We gonna figure something out.
they like they got spoiler alerts up for CJ Stroud. They're like, yo, dude, it ain't happening today.
That's when teams are most dangerous when they have nothing to lose. They're like,
You,
our season is over, but we want to make sure your season doesn't end on a high either.
you
So,
ain't getting nothing. Yo, it's so funny.
no,
That's the truth.
they're like you trying to get a good seat. You want to be you want to be at home for the playoffs. Nope,
That is the truth. They don't care, man.
no home field advantage on my watch.
Nah.
If only some teams played the same way throughout the whole season, though. You're like, where was this team like week 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
Yeah, tell me
That's
about it.
impossible to do.
Craziness that be going on, man. That's what they say is any given Sunday.
What do y'all think? I don't know if it's true. I forgot what article I was reading, but they were saying that they expect ownership to keep Shador's running first down. No, he get it.
Nope. He never get it either.
I
He
think
tried to.
he died down too soon.
We can't be the Shador that we don't like Shador panel. We got to show him some love.
He died too
um,
soon.
yeah.
He right there though. But they were saying that ownership is probably gonna get rid of Kevin Stefanski, but they're gonna keep Andrew Berry.
Yeah, that's what
Mm,
I
yeah,
actually, after the last couple of games, I'm starting to not have a problem with Stefanski.
man.
You got it.
I think they just need some people, offensive linemen, and some wide receivers.
My thing is they both wanted two different people, so how does that work for the future? Because
I
Andrew
mean,
wanted Shador, then Kevin wanted obviously they drafted Dylan in the third round. And it's not as if Dylan played awful when he did play. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
so what are you doing? If you want to keep them both again, or you could, are you going to finally agree on one page of who to keep and who to get rid of? Because Deshaun is
yeah,
still there, and he'll be healthy next
I
season.
would
You're
I would
paying him
start.
like 80 million, and you're paying him like 80 million plus. So,
This is what I would do. I would start Shador, get rid of Dylan, and have Deshaun as a backup quarterback.
you're not paying him 80+ million to have him as a backup though.
I mean,
Like
you
that's
already
that's a
made the
wild amount of
decision.
money to pay somebody to be a backup.
So you want him to start?
If I'm paying you 80+ million, you're gonna do more than backup.
yeah.
I mean, he
Real
can
talk.
bring Shador his water and stuff or something.
No, and like I'm not paying you 80 million to be the water boy.
Yeah, but
Well,
wasn't it a report that he was basically playing better, that he was Deshaun was really getting back into form? Because that's a
Um,
report I heard.
I mean, I saw him out there like practicing a little bit, nothing crazy, obviously after those major injuries. Um, but I didn't see that report. My thing is, if you keep Kevin and you keep an Andrew, and they both wanted two QBs, how does one get on the same page? Or is ownership going to step in and say we're keeping Dylan, we're keeping Shador?
Yeah.
I
That's,
mean,
yeah.
they get paid too much. This professionalism at this point. This is what's gonna happen. That's the end of discussion. If I'm the owner. Now, do you want to leave after that?
Wow.
Do you want to quit?
Well, I mean, no one's going to quit. That don't even make
I
sense.
know. That's what I'm saying. So
But if I'm being ownership, if I'm being completely honest, looking at I can't if outside of the marketing aspect of it and the fans or whatever, just looking at strictly gameplay, Shador got to take better care of the ball.
well, this is
Yeah.
rookie year, so I don't. I'm like,
He
what's
hasn't
the dude?
he hasn't put that many games, and his
Mhm.
turnover rate is pretty high.
What's the dude that played on? That's on Speakeasy.
Which
The
one?
running back.
Shady.
Yeah, I agree with what he said. It's his rookie year. You really can't judge him. Because he said basically a lot of people play terrible their rookie years.
Shady is biased because he was judging Dylan Gabriel. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can't have it both ways.
They
But
were being
you can't.
realistic. They were being realistic with Dylan Gabriel.
And then
Everybody knows he's not a starting
you gotta be
quarterback.
real across the board though. You can't be real with one rookie and then like, oh, I'm not gonna judge the other one because he's a rookie. Because I can't take it out, and I love Shady. I watch his show all the time. But you gotta be honest both ways. Not only when with somebody that you like, or just say, I like Shador, I want him to play that, and that's that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't. See, the thing about Dylan Gabriel, I mean, he was just, I felt like they should have put him back in, but just to be fair to him and to what he had accomplished thus far.
I mean, you
But
did draft him in the third round. Like you
yeah,
drafted, he didn't do anything wrong. He got hurt.
What did he accomplish? I'm
he
confused.
got one win, and he didn't turn the ball. He didn't turn the ball over.
He was taking care of the ball
because he wasn't throwing it.
Well, that was the game plan, though. That was the
Yeah.
game plan. It wasn't like
he can't.
he did.
That's the problem. He can't. He can't do what Shador do.
He can throw the ball. If you watch Dylan
Okay.
in college, we know he can throw the ball. Now he might not be as explosive or exciting to watch as Shador, but he can throw the ball. And again, he took care of it. Shador is,
'cause he,
the more flamboyant, exciting player to watch, no doubt. But that doesn't really matter if there we go, Shador. If you're not winning games.
I'm not putting them in. They got the same almost same amount of games, huh? 7-7, 7-6 or something.
Yeah.
No, Shador has more. Remember, Flacco played 3 games. I think 3 games at first, right?
Yeah. Before they
Or
shipped
2,
him
something
off.
like that.
How
I
many
think they did great.
Dylan played? 6.
What did he play? 4, 5? I don't remember
He
now.
probably played 6. But ooh, good play.
He
He
came
should have
in.
ran the other way. Why you cut inside? He cut inside right where the dudes right sitting right there waiting to tackle him.
20 years Browns building teams. Wow.
Who was it? The offensive lineman. Terrible offensive lineman. Take him to the airport.
They got players going down left and right. And, oh my gosh!
Yeah, I
If
said
they
take him
lose
to the
anybody
airport.
else, the coach is gonna be
Ship
out
them
there
all.
suiting up.
I said the coach is gone.
For real, every time I turn around, they didn't lost somebody else. Stand your
Yeah.
ground. Stand your ground.
But that seemed to be the theme for athletes today anyway. It's like everyone gets hurt so quickly. It's like it don't be nothing big. Football, basketball. Everyone
I
is
don't
like,
know if it's the
Look at
food
Joe Burrow.
or
Joe be sitting there so cool. He's like, oh
the
well,
low
whatever.
management. It's
They're
something.
not really low managing the NFL.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, but I'm in general.
yeah, like
NBA is a
it
little
does
bit
make you wonder.
definitely different, but
Ooh.
Uh,
oh, he saved
I
him
see
right there
this.
with that.
They running straight through that line.
He saved him with that.
Look, you see how quick he got. Ooh.
mm.
Yeah, he have to. God, you see how fast he got through there?
Yeah, and that's gonna happen
Yeah.
sometimes. That happens for every QB. Like you gotta
Hit him
hold
out.
it, run, throw.
Boom.
Them all that,
All
and they
right.
didn't get
Good
nowhere.
point. Good point.
We're gonna have to see
Man,
that. 13-3. Yeah,
old dude
16.
looked like he was in practice.
Seahawks went juggernauts.
Somebody said Joe Burrow's falling asleep.
Joe Burrow tired of being hurt. He like, man.
Joe always looked like that though. He always looked like he just. If I call him Joe Cool, he always looked just like he just chill. He be chilling on the sideline.
Yeah. The more I hear him speak, though, the more I kind of respect him a little bit. Because I ain't
I like
respecting
Joe.
him too much. I
I
ain't
always have.
respecting too much. Yeah. Good old Joe.
Oh man, playoffs should be interesting. I'm ready for playoffs.
Who you telling?
Wild card round. I'm ready for this game tonight though.
Who you?
Lamar is playing. Lamar is
Yeah.
playing. I'm just hoping that he's healthy because I'm like, don't get out there if your back is not 100% Lamar. Just let Tyler play.
He gonna get out there anyway.
Yeah, I would see people against me with that. I would let Tyler play, man. I wouldn't let I couldn't do it.
If
Could.
Lamar is 100%, then obviously you go with him, right? Or if he's like as close to 100% as possible. But if
I
you
mean,
got anything going on, like with your ankle, with your back, your shoulder, your hamstring, Do not get out there. I'd rather have him for the playoffs, but we got to get there first, personally.
But look at this with Lamar. We know now. We just talked about Shador's demeanor when he's down. Lamar is like the king of that. When Lamar is down, everybody knows it. Everybody feels it. He got this thing with him, and to me, it plays into the team too much. It rubs off on them. So I'm like, I'd rather keep the guy who has a hot hand. Let him ride it out, man. Because too many times we've seen Lamar just, fumble a bag. You know what I mean? And I mean, I hate to say it because I love Lamar, but I'm like, after a while, I'm like, dude, like, what are we doing? How many times can I cover up for you? I can't keep writing you a hall pass when
I,
you keep
I,
doing,
I can't do
you
that with
know,
Lamar because they
I
wouldn't
can.
be half. They wouldn't have gotten half of where they were without him. So
That's
I'm not
true.
going to credit him without that. I'm just
Yeah,
talking about health because if you're not, your health is the first thing to me. You know what I mean? Like Lamar's a competitor. If he's healthy, he's gonna go out there and do what he has to do. But a lot of the season, you could tell
no,
that he
sir.
wasn't healthy. You know what I mean? I'm like
But,
Lamar's not healthy.
but
I'm
you,
so I'm not. I don't know. I don't like this. Everybody's like just jumping on Lamar right now because it
no,
looks different. Because when they were
no,
winning,
it's not
nobody
that.
was saying what they're saying now.
No,
What's Bruce? What's up?
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. What's up, Bruce?
No, yo, what's up, Bruce? Yo, it's not that. This is what I see out of Lamar. And I said this from the beginning. Remember, I told you I said Lamar and Joe and your boy Josh Allen are almost guys. I said this a while back. I said they always almost get it done.
But we're
And
not talking about them in the Super Bowl or the playoffs. I'm just talking about him getting to there right now, him being healthy enough to win this game.
that's what I'm talking about too.
That's the first step. Lamar has gotten to the playoffs. Like we know he can get to the playoffs. Now
Oh
once he
yeah,
gets
he
there,
can,
that's
and
a whole different
he can win a
conversation.
game in the playoffs. But
But I'm
I
talking
know,
about this game tonight.
but I noticed when Lamar. Listen, to me, this is too detrimental right now. I think that Lamar, you have to let this ride. Let him play the playoff game. I wouldn't let him play this game.
A healthy
Not at
Lamar
all.
is better than Tyler Huntley.
Huh?
A healthy Lamar Jackson is better than Tyler Huntley.
Shannon Sharp said he'll bench Lamar too.
He a who?
He'll bench Lamar too, not play him.
Oh, Shay
Bench him
said
why?
that.
Yeah, he said it the other day
Wow.
when I was.
Bench him
Wow.
why? Bench him why?
I don't know why he said it. I was just watching, skimming through, and he said it to the old show.
Well, dude, you can't bring us half of the message. You got to tell us the whole thing.
Well, I look
he
at his
did say
history.
it, though.
I look at his history. Look at his body language. Look how he pulled how his weight just
If I'm
pulled down.
looking at his history, I'm looking at
But
all
he
of it.
said,
That
but
Every
I think
year
he
he's banging his
said that.
helmet on the
I think
sideline, Ty. Every year
he
he's
said
banging
it
his
because he
helmet on the
was
sideline.
100%.
that's not the topic.
I
The
think that
topic
was
is
his
not
main
Lamar's
excuse
body
was.
language. The topic is whether or not Lamar is healthy enough to win this game. That's what the
No, he's
topic
not
is.
healthy. He's not
So
mentally healthy enough, Ty.
so
He's not.
I don't think I'm saying that. What I saw
Ooh.
this season was him physically not healthy,
Mm-hmm.
not so much of his mental. So if he physically is able to get out there and play his best, a healthy Lamar to me is better than a healthy Tyler Huntley. Otherwise, Tyler would be a starter someplace else if he was that great, respectfully. And I like Tyler, but
Amen.
there's a reason why
I
he's been a
don't.
backup all this time.
But see, I don't think it's as much as about Tyler than it is about Lamar. I think this is more about Lamar's mental as he go along. We've seen Lamar all year, all season long. He's been going through this
Well,
little mental struggle.
if we're comparing who to start,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about his mental.
Uh,
I'm not worried about his mental. I'm worried about his physical. What's going on?
Yeah.
I'm thinking not showing. Okay. Lamar
He said
Jackson
he's
will never
been
win a Super
hurt.
Bowl as a starter, not because of him, but because of no decent receiver. Hold
Let
on.
me Google.
Not
Let me chat GPT.
let us see.
because of him, he has these receivers.
No,
Yeah.
okay, here we go. He will be a Hall of Famer guaranteed. Yes.
Oh yeah, he's a Hall of Famer to me and everything. But my whole thing is about him is that we have seen this little mental thing that he usually get in the playoffs, and when he lose, I've seen it 3 to 4 times this season with Lamar. So I'm saying if I'm seeing it periodically through the season, what am I going to expect today? Him coming fresh off of an injury. Undercover brother back with you guys. Oh, he called undercover brother.
Interception.
All right, this game is getting down. You better get a stop. Stop. Come on, y'all. Come on, put your hands up. There we go.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up. All right. Let's see here.
Oh, okay.
You got something?
He needs that the dude in the middle should have played that pass closer.
What happened? That was he. How was that? How was that a first and 10 when he was pushed over, pushed back?
He just got to say it. They acting like he didn't want it.
Oh, his family. Oh my.
I got what he said on the well, this is according to ChatGPT said about Shannon and Lamar.
Not ChatGPT. I cannot. I'm talking about when you actually watch the episode. I don't watch half clips. I gotta watch the full thing for context. I can't. I gotta need full context.
He's, they can
Can we
quote and
finish the
scan
game, y'all? Like, what are we doing out there? Finish the
done for the
game.
rest of the game.
Let's see.
Can we get the win?
He said Lamar hasn't looked like himself since coming back from injury, and he didn't want to compromise Lamar in the winner take all game. 70% Lamar versus a 100% isn't Tyler Huntley rather start Tyler Huntley than gamble. He limited Lamar basically.
All right, let's get a stop, y'all.
I can't wait to see this game. I can't.
Ooh, he almost had him. Come on, intercept that ball.
What are y'all doing, man? Come on.
Yeah.
Houston back on top.
All right, come on, the game's still going on.
I mean, thank you.
Over there crying and stuff. Dude, do you want to
win? I'm like, can we just focus on the game?
That's what I'm saying.
That's all you know. That's all you want. But it's not gonna hurt the team on that.
Bruce, I know that this is a football stream, but Kasha, do you still Draymond on the Warriors? I saw that. Honestly speaking, Bruce, I saw it last night. And then I was like, I didn't agree why he got ejected. I didn't think it was that deep, really, honestly and true. I've seen players really get in refs' faces, curse at them. It's do more egregious things, have more egregious behavior than what Draymond did. We've seen more from Draymond, in other games. I don't think it was worth him getting ejected, honestly speaking. I'm like, come on now, like cut it out. That to me was BS. And Draymond sometimes be doing the most, but I'm like that wasn't worth him being ejected. We've seen far worse from Draymond than that last night. I didn't see anything different from him. Other players getting in refs' faces or cursing them out. They refs stay getting cursed out, especially in the NBA. I be feeling
Yeah,
bad for them. They be getting cursed out just left and right from every player, the coaches. I mean, they get it every single game throughout the whole game.
yeah. They kind of moved the goalposts on him because, as you said, things they always allowed him to do. Now all of a sudden you're going to react in a different way very quickly, and to have back to back texts right there, no, that was kind of unfair. If I can say that about Draymond Green, it's kind of unfair.
I mean, I'm just talking about what happened last night. Like, I don't like to
Yeah, that's
go
what
over what
yeah.
happened like 7 years ago or something. You know what I mean? I know people do that. Like, well, he did this the same thing 8 years ago. I'm like, well, I'm not talking about 8 years ago. I'm talking about right now.
No, but
I'm like, come on.
Draymond, but historically,
Repeat
Kai,
offender.
Draymond gets away with cursing more than almost anybody else in the NBA.
Yeah.
So
He,
you have to
he got
add his past to his present in order to give it context.
I don't think he cursed more than anybody else in the NBA. I see
what?
Luca go. I see Luca stay cursing them refs out. He stay
No, but
cursing.
Luka do it in a discreet
Like,
way.
Luca be
Draymond
cursing.
be in
He
their face,
cursing.
cursing them out, everything. He be in
You know,
their
like
face,
I don't.
and they just be looking.
But he's not the only one though.
He's not. That's true.
Luka
So
He's
has
if
not.
so
problems.
if we're going if are we judging him because of what he did last season before that,
No,
5 seasons ago, so on and so forth?
no.
Because it needs to be consistent. If we're gonna eject somebody from cursing in the ref's face, then half of the players should be ejected every single game.
They say Golden Goose better step up. Mendoza is coming.
Yeah, that's Nasir. What's up, Nasir? What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all gotta remember though, and I told you we were here on Monday. I told y'all Miami was gonna win that game. Told y'all. But nevertheless, it was good. I told y'all Miami was gonna win. We did
You be
predictions, right?
streaming.
You
You be
asked us
streaming
about
the basketball games by yourself?
no,
Sorry to cut you off.
we have our NFL thing on Monday. Me and Nadi.
No, I'm
But
saying the basketball. When you, I
no,
saw some.
no, I don't. Nope. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. You gotta let me know when you're on with the Lakers. You know that's my team. I'm a
Yeah, I
basketball
don't really
player.
be on with the Lakers like that because the Lakers right now, yeah, that's another conversation. The Lakers ain't going nowhere.
No, I'm asking because I saw you with. I think I didn't click the video. I just seen Houston versus Lakers. I was like, oh, I would have got on that one.
Yeah, Brother D wanted to cover that one. I'm like, what we did like this? Are they having a parade on the sideline for Miles Garrett?
Why can't you say we just covered the game?
Oh, come on! God.
uh,
Shador is having a bad game.
mm-hmm.
I wonder what Skip Baylor's gonna say because they over there doing a parade.
I will only accept that if Giannis is coming. But honestly speaking, if you can't get Giannis, I would Kuminga for Trey Murphy III.
Mm.
I've been said that like months ago. Like
I think the Dallas Mavericks trying to trade AD is stupid.
it's not stupid for them to try to get rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
It's done for the team. It's done for the team to pick him up, whoever that team is.
No. All you need is AD in the playoffs. You have to at least wait till Kyrie come back. Nobody, if AD make it to the playoffs, AD, Lively, Kyrie.
Lively's not coming back this season.
Well, I guess this year, but I'm saying.
And PJ, since he got paid, has disappeared.
Mm.
But I never like PJ, but that team will be hard to beat in 7 games if they make it to the playoffs. With Kyrie, of course.
Yeah,
wow.
You're not going to beat AD, and nobody going to sweep them in a playoff 7 game with AD, with everybody healthy.
AD can't stay healthy. That's the problem. He come back, he
No, but
play one game, and then he get
we
hurt in
don't
the
care
game.
about the season. But if he make it to the
Well,
playoffs,
you gotta care about the season because the record determines you get into the playoffs.
yeah, I get that. I'm talking about in general. If he can
Mm.
Like
get a
that's a part
season
of it
with that whole team, with that whole
because
team,
they're struggling
nobody
right now.
will want to match up with them. Trust
Yeah,
me.
yeah. I've been saying that about Kyrie. Like to me, I said when Kyrie come back, it's gonna change everything. I just keep laughing at me, but
I
it's all
am
right.
because they have to maintain a certain record for Kyrie to come back.
Yeah,
That's all
she
right.
go off number
And right
fast.
now, it's not looking too hot.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I get what you said, but I'm talking in general as far as if everybody was healthy, that team
Well,
would be
we
hard to
can't do it
beat.
because they're not healthy though. Like that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And PJ disappeared. He got paid, and I'm like, I forget he's out there.
Yeah, AD, he's very unusual when it comes to injuries because anything can happen with AD. He'll step on a pin and it's like, oh, it did something to my ankle. It doesn't matter, and that's what I don't like about him. And I would never count on him, so I wouldn't mind if they traded him. I really wouldn't.
Hold
I
on,
count
hold on,
on
hold
him
on,
if
hold
he
on,
can
hold
make
on.
it
Let
to
me
the
read this.
playoffs.
Uh,
Nasir, I'm still recovering from that loss. Ohio State's 25-day layoff was a factor. Yeah, okay. No excuses, Nasir. No excuses, because you wouldn't have them for the Golden Goose, all right? So there will be no excuses for them getting body rocked, all right? Body rocked.
If I was the Lakers, I'd try to get AD back. Trey Rule and some other people.
mm-mm.
Bruce, I don't want medical AD in the Warriors. Yeah, I wouldn't take him either. I'm not
You
taking
don't want him
somebody
in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
who's not going to be healthy more times than not. Like if AD is healthy, that's something different. But he's not healthy. He was
he's
healthy for
day to
one
day.
game, 2 games, but
Yeah,
I don't have time
That's
for
his
that.
name day to day. I remember Charles
Like,
Barkley
I'm
calling
not
the
trying to
club.
waste. If I'm going to bring somebody there, because I don't want to waste Steph's good years, I'm not going to bring somebody there who is known for constantly being like having
hmm
health problems. And
They
he misses games, he comes back. Even this season, he comes back. I'm like, AD got hurt. What happened?
they
Like
know that, but you
no,
just need
no.
him in the playoffs. That's all you need him for.
I'm
If you
not.
can make the
That's your
playoffs without
team.
him,
When
if
you
you get
want to
him
pay him
healthy
that
enough
money
to
and make
last
that risk, then that's your business. But absolutely not. If I'm a GM or the owner, I'm not taking
if you
anybody
get
and gambling when you haven't been healthy throughout the whole season. I'm not gonna take you on my team and hope and pray that even though you haven't been healthy the whole season, that we can just get you healthy throughout the playoffs. The
yeah,
history says no. Nope. Give me somebody else
yeah.
because
I don't
you
understand
can't
it.
help if you're not healthy.
Yeah, I either want Giannis or I want Bam Adebayo. Outside of that, it's not. I don't know who I would really want on that team. Outside of maybe Jalen Brown from Boston,
He ain't going
maybe.
nowhere. Not this
Yeah,
season.
you said to go to Dallas.
huh?
You said to go to Dallas.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about Golden State. We were talking about over
Oh,
there
go to
with
State.
Steph.
Okay, go to State.
You're not letting Bam go either to Miami. That ain't happening.
I know that he ain't going nowhere. I'm just saying that's who I would want though.
Kaminga for
They
Trey
should have been
Murphy.
traded. They should have been traded Draymond.
Kaminga for Trey Murphy. I'd rather have Asia than Bam. Oh, Bruce. We know that's not happening.
Don't get it twisted.
Hey, Bruce, you disrespectful, man.
Asia play a game in the WNBA. She averaged probably 2 points. I mean, in the NBA.
That was hilarious, though, dude. That was. Oh God, that was hilarious. Gotta leave my boy Bam. Bam can ball, man. I'm sorry.
I like Bam. I always have liked Bam. I just thought did I let him go out of Miami, and I wouldn't
Yeah,
either.
but he would fit perfectly. Well, he'll fit perfect with a lot of people because of the way he plays. But he'll really flow with Steph in him, man. Come on now.
Well, yeah,
That-
they flow good in the Olympics.
Jesus.
Ooh, Jesus. Y'all don't see him throwing that ball?
Now we do. And that's on them for giving him a brand new set of down. They too busy focused on Miles Garrett getting that sack. Like finish the game and then celebrate or whatever. Like you have 4 wins on the season. There's nothing to be celebrating like that anyway. Get the win the
Thanks.
game. Win the game.
That even when Mahomes get hurt, he's still coming behind. Joe's still coming behind Mahomes.
Well, Joe Burrow was hurt as well. Like he didn't play
I know, but it's something.
Joe missed mad games this season.
I know he did. Yes, he did. But he don't look good. Don't look good. You know. Oh man.
Gary gonna get some Korean barbecue after the game. Oh my god.
Because of his girlfriend? Oh, Bruce.
He's gonna get more than some Korean barbecue.
Isn't his girlfriend Korean? No?
Yeah, that's what he said. She said she gonna roast him or something. Like, come on, man. Yo, dude, leave him.
Oh my god.
Leave Miles Garrett alone, man. Oh, that was Lord. Y'all gonna roast the young man.
You gonna get the whole shebang.
Yeah. Just you supposed to be helping the brother out, man. You're supposed to be cheering him on. Get his sack. Yeah, he over here. He's on all kinds of things too, brother. We gonna see.
That's why I kept saying it. I think I asked y'all this last week, like what does Shador have to do? I was saying win. I'm like, how does he look at that win? If they win this game today, it had nothing to do with him. Unless he does something to come back out in this field. Like this was all defense.
Yeah, but I said he had to dink and dunk. I said he had to do what? Run the ball, just dink and dunk, just do short passes. Don't worry about all that other stuff. Get some good tight ends out there and you just run run your plays.
Their good players are hurt.
But you got a tight end that can catch the ball, you throw it in the stomach.
Oh, Indiana's back on top?
This is not good.
But tell me this, what would be their record if Shador played all the games?
Honestly, I don't know. Because he doesn't take care of the ball. He got a problem taking care of the ball. So I don't know.
But I think they still play better with Shador.
And again, if it's not resulting in wins, then what can we say?
Now, I'm gonna say this, but it may take people the wrong way.
Cut in.
I think a lot of. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm talking to the screen. Go ahead.
No, I think a lot of Shador problems with him being consistent protecting the ball has a little bit to do with privilege. And I'm saying that from this perspective. We've seen how his dad was his coach. He was a starter. He comes to NFL. Like, what would make you change things up if you never, because he never had anything to lose. So I think he still has the same mindset because there's no way in the world the way he carries the ball when the pocket collapses, there's no way in the world you're still doing the same thing unless you think that something's going to work out on your behalf that is not based on merit. Because if it's based on merit, he'll know, like, well, I'm about to lose my starting position. But he keeps doing the same thing over and over and over again.
I
And I
don't
know,
think it's because he feels like his. I would think he learned after what happened in that draft that nothing's going to be given to him. So I don't agree with that. Like we saw what happened. And honestly speaking, if Dylan Gabriel didn't get hurt, I'm not sure when Shador would have came in this season.
sure,
So I think he's very well aware, that nothing is privilege. You know what I mean? Whatever happened, that he's going to have to get it out the mud, so to speak, to be back on this field in the starting QB position.
but think
Maybe
about it
not to
like this,
score
though,
right here,
Kyle.
but I'll say that much. Say it again.
That's in the vacuum of him
What?
not being drafted in that order.
Wide
But in the
open.
in the realm of him playing, him doing this in real time, how he think, how he processes things. Because there's no way in the world I'm not going to protect the ball better if I don't, unless I had something. If I have to have something to lose in order to change. Sometimes that it has to happen that way. I have to see the fact that I'm going to fail. I'm going to be pulled. Something has to, I'm gonna break up with my girlfriend. I got to do better.
I
I'm
hear
a
you.
do.
I don't believe that. Not
Oh,
based on how he even got to play. Like Shador's not stupid. We
no,
saw
he's
the
not
fact that
stupid, but
we saw the
he's
fact that he
privileged.
got. I don't think he's privileged as far as in the NFL. Now we're talking
Look
about
at him acting
college,
like
with
he's
his
hurt.
dad and stuff like that. That's one thing. But when it comes to the
Exactly.
NFL, but he's not in college anymore with his dad. This is the
I know,
NFL.
but it's football though,
And,
Kyle.
and I'm not talking, but no, I can't say he's privileged here in this setting when the only
Hmm.
reason he got to play is because Dylan Gabriel got hurt.
Yes,
That's like that.
true.
So to me, like there's no privilege that Kevin Stefanski has given Shador at
That's
all,
true.
like
That's
not even
true.
a little bit.
But have you ever considered this? The fact that now that I'm in the, it's sort of like it's sort of like when somebody breaks up and they try to do better and they get back in the door and she let him back in the door and then 2 weeks later he's doing the same thing he was doing before, and that's because he's in a seated position. He's riding shotgun again, and I think he's riding shotgun right now, and his mindset is different. He pouting. He's the one who's messing up, and he's pouting.
Come on, y'all, not the 2-point conversion. Okay. Um. I hear you. I don't agree.
I know.
I think after everything that happened, like expecting to go first round, second, maybe third, and drop all the way to the fifth, having to watch Flacco play, then watch Dylan
Hmm.
Gabriel play, and then Dylan get hurt for you to finally get in. I think he's well aware that this job is not secure. And I think that's part of the reason why, he's making some of the boneheaded decisions that he's making.
Yeah.
Like in the back of his mind, worried that, man, you know what I mean? Like, I got to do something to show these people that I can, that I'm the right man for the job, so to speak, so that I get a chance to come back and, do it again with the, in training camp and everything else leading up to the season. So I don't have to
Hmm.
go through a whole QB competition again. I think that more than anything is playing in the back of his mind. That's why he's pouting and stuff like that. Like, oh man, I got to do
Wow.
better. I got to be better.
Amen. No, I got you.
Well,
I
he
got
got
you.
a chance. He got a chance right now again to close this game out and get this
He
team
wouldn't even
into
have to
field
do
goal
this if that
position.
dude would have caught that touchdown.
Well, look, I don't go to just one play. There's other things that led up to it now.
Mm. Come on, Shador. This don't make no sense.
All right, so he got time. He got time to get
Mm.
them. He got time to end the game on a high.
Let's see what type of play caller they're doing. They gotta throw it. They ain't finna run it.
No interception. Like, take care of the ball. Don't just be throwing it out there, Shador, and then they get the ball back.
Get it out.
What's up, big dog?
Shador has more to prove than it was in college. Of course, he has more to prove, but I'm talking about his mind. Always think about the mind. It's sort of like when I hate giving
You
a
don't
thousand
think that his
analogies.
mind knows that he needs to go out there and prove that he deserves to be a starting QB? You don't think that he knows that? Really?
No.
You really think that he thinks
Well,
that I could
let me
just
ask
go
you a
out there
question.
and just no, like seriously, you actually believe that he doesn't know that he
He
needs to
should
go
have
out
took
there
off
and,
later,
show
quicker.
that he needs to prove that
But
he can be a starting
it,
QB. You
but
think
it's
that he
sort of
really
like
out there
this
thinking like, oh, I'm Shador
habits.
Sanders, and I don't have to.
No, it's not so much that. Sometimes our habits always going to find us. It's sort of like when you invite, like
No, no,
your son may have
I'm
your
asking you
son may have a
directly. I'm
sleepover.
asking you directly. You don't think that he knows that his job is not secure? You think that he actually thinks that he can go out there and just do
Oh,
whatever?
good pass.
I think he thinks that at the end of the day, when I'm going through this, that it's all going to. I'm still going to be in the same position that I am. I'm still going to hold a position
The
of
position right now is starting QB.
Yeah,
That's right now.
exactly.
But the
Exactly.
season's
I
over.
do believe that. Yes, I do.
He's trying to get it for
I'm gonna
next
tell you
season
why.
officially. He's
It
not
does,
trying to go back into a starting QB competition between him, Mendoza, and Dylan Gabriel.
listen, kids who wet the bed, they're gonna if they go to a sleepover, more likely they're gonna wet the bed there too, because if mom and dad is not doing anything about it, then the
Dude,
habit's
you be
gonna
killing me with
follow.
these analogies. Like you be way old, like way over.
No,
You know what I
I'm not.
mean? I'm
I'm
asking you
not off
flat
base.
out,
Look, hear me out,
You think
Kai. Hear me
Shador does
out.
not realize that his job is not secure? I
Yeah,
don't see how
but
you
Kai,
possibly
let's
believe
look
that. I
at it.
don't see how you
His
believe that.
daddy, his daddy was his coach
Has
for two
nothing to
years.
do with the Browns
But
at
but
all. His
let me
head
hear
coach
me.
is Kevin
But
Stefanski.
but hear me out, Kai. Now he's with Stevenson. He's with Kevin, right?
Yep.
Now, he gets the
Let's go.
start.
Let's go.
We see
Because
three.
Dylan gets hurt.
We see three times. We see over three times, Kai. He's doing the same thing over and over again. Why would he do that?
Well, for one, for one, there are habits. Habits are real. That's number one.
Exactly.
But number two, but the mindset is what I'm talking about. It's what you were talking about, the mindset, not the habits. You're saying mindset. Unless I'm
But
misunderstanding you,
but the
you're
habit
saying that
stems from the
you're saying
mind. What?
that he thinks that
No, I'm
to
not.
me,
The
it's not like
habit.
you're saying like
A
he doesn't
habit is
know
what makes you
that his job is
comfortable.
not secure. There's no way Shador, if he's as smart as I think he is, can think that his job is secure. There's no way he can think that. Everything that's
I,
happened up until this point, like we were rioting against Kevin.
Yes, you finally caught a pass.
Oh, finally!
Jesus.
Like there's no way that he can think in the back of his mind that he don't have
mhm.
to do things differently. Like there's no possible way. Whatever happened with his dad in college don't matter no more because it's an NFL. Like his dad ain't got no say so
But
over what's
I'm talking
going
about
on.
what he's used to, Kai. He's
Look
in
at
the
Dylan
driver's seat
Gabriel.
now. When he wasn't in the driver's seat, of course he's going to be attentive. But once you get in the driver's seat, it's like, oh, okay. We revert back. We either revert back to what we used to do, or we go forward. And by seeing him not protecting the ball, it makes me think that he doesn't take it seriously enough to protect the ball. So
Dylan
he's
almost
Okay.
dropped that ball too.
I disagree with that, but I hear you.
okay. Okay, that's fair.
I think he
It,
knows
it,
he
it,
doesn't have a secure spot in the NFL yet.
He'd be a fool to think that he has a secure spot. He'd be out his
subliminally, he may think that though.
he'd be batshit crazy
He's
to
not.
think that he has that he's secure, whether it be with
Well,
the
why would
Browns
I
or
keep
with
doing this?
anybody else.
Yeah, but I keep doing the same thing because it makes me comfortable. It makes me feel like, oh, okay, well, I'm cool with it.
That doesn't mean that he's cool with throwing interceptions, but
No,
that doesn't
no.
mean that.
I'm talking about the way he don't protect the ball. I'm talking about getting rid of the ball. Interception is kind of different because it can happen. It depends. I'm talking about when he doesn't get rid of the
I
ball.
don't think the why is what was because of what you're saying. But I hear
Okay.
you though.
No, I hear you. I hear you too. Yep.
He can't take a sack.
They're in field goal range now though.
Yeah.
I'd rather them just kick a field goal than get a turnover or interception.
Mm. And that's the problem we have with Shador because of that.
I'm like, at this point,
you too scared. So he has to get rid of that next year when people are scared to like let you throw.
I mean, when Shador first got in this game, you could tell that at least for me, you could tell that Kevin Stefanski was trying like to play it safe.
Mm-hmm.
Like in terms of like how he was even with Dylan Gabriel as well. Like, he was like, okay, like we're not gonna do too much craziness. I mean, we're gonna do simple little plays, so you take care of the ball, to avoid mistakes and let you ease your way into it. But the last couple of games, Kevin Stefanski has let the leash loose just a little bit, in terms of
Yeah,
Shador. Like
I don't know if you saw the clip. He was just
I've seen him earn some more trust with Kevin Stefanski and vice versa.
He was just tapping him on the back if you didn't see it.
So there's been some growth there in that relationship.
Yeah, I think it's growth as in the trust.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh God!
Oh, come on!
These wide receivers gotta go. I don't care. A star wide receiver, he jumped too late.
Actually, that ball wasn't even by him.
I saw the replay.
Yeah, that's not even by him. Oh man.
Oh, that would have been big for him.
Well, they gotta get closer at least get closer for the field goal. All right. What we gonna do? We kicking it or we going for it?
Kicking it.
Let's see.
Now.
All right. 3 seconds left. No pressure for the kicker. If I'm the kicker, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Don't put it all on me, guys.
He probably wants that new redo rule implemented right about now, huh?
No, the Browns got bad luck. Yeah, we getting blocked or something.
49 yards. This is what you get paid for, the kick.
Yeah.
Ooh. It was almost blocked.
It is in.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh no, flag. What are we doing?
It was almost blocked.
A flag for what?
From 98. 98. Oh, dude, tap 98 on the back. 98 on the back that he moved or something.
Look at Joe Burrow. Joe's like, whatever, dude. Season's over.
Joe, like my ticket is already stamped. I'm in Hawaii, baby. I'm out.
Not to mention, his job is secure. So Joe Burrow's good. He's like, whatever. I was hurt. The defense sucks, so they're not getting rid of me.
Yeah, everything they keep blocked. You see how close they move?
Hold on, let me go back. I go read these comments that I missed. Hold on. All right, starting back. Shador has to get at least 150 yards passing, which caused me to lose my parlay. I'm done with him. Oh man, I feel bad for you, Nasir. Let me go to the next one. All right, Shador has to take what the defense gives him and take risks when needed. Mahomes had to learn that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Josh was turnover prone too in the beginning. Peyton had privilege. Eli did. He is just a rookie. Brother D, come on. We can't blame him for that. Hold on.
No, but we're talking two different privileges right now.
Hold on.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Wow, it took Brother D until the last game of the regular season to understand my perspective. That's Nasir, of course. I
redeemed my time.
Hold on. Shador has more to prove now than when he was in college. Of course he does. See, me and you here today, Bruce. We here. Shador knew he was going to eventually play because of his cult. That will make any excuse for him, despite his numerous mistakes. Well, we wouldn't have seen him make mistakes if he didn't get a chance to play, right? So yeah, he deserved a chance to play. It wasn't like Dillon Gabriel was out there lighting it up. No, if they were out there winning games, Dillon Gabriel was throwing touchdown to touchdown. That's something different, but he wasn't. And based on that is why we said Shador should get a chance to play. Of course he should. Why not? You drafted him there, so let's see who's better. This year don't count for Shador because he is a rookie. Same thing for Dillon Gabriel or any other QB who plays for a team like the Browns. Big dog, y'all lost last night. All right. We saw the Seahawks light it up in San Fran. How you feel about that, big dog? We'll talk about that later, though. I know I missed some comments. I'm going through them now, Bruce. And then people say Stefanski's all of a sudden racist because he doesn't coddle Shador. I'm gonna come back to that one.
Nobody said he was racist.
People did say that.
Race. Right?
He is not in the driver's seat. He is on. He's in the Uber. Right, Bruce? Inside the Uber, man. All right. He's been doing that since college. BYU game all over. Yeah, he has been. But then his job was secure because it was his dad. It ain't secure here.
But see,
Cleveland, the Shador experiment is over. The Colt can't do nothing about it. And the last one, Sanders is horrible. Y'all have to stop lying to yourself. He is trash. Ravens for life. You're new here. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the chat. Haven't seen you here before. And then final one. It's all good. I hate the Seahawks, but I have them number one in my power rankings for a minute. Okay. Well, look, I'm here for you being honest. All right, but what you want to say or respond to? Go ahead.
Oh, to who? No, I was he's going back to the one about race. About we thought that because of racism. No, we wasn't mentioning race. We was just saying basically he wasn't playing well. I just think
not us, but like a lot of the fans were saying that. Like a lot of the fans felt like Kevin Stefanski was racist because of how he was treating Shador.
He is a racist.
They were calling him racist. I don't think he's racist at all.
I think he's a racist, but no, but it has nothing to do with this argument. I just think that
we weren't calling him racist when he was with Deshaun Watson. In previous seasons, like we weren't like, oh, look at how he's treating Deshaun, he's racist. Like those comments and that sentiment came this season with Shador. It wasn't out there before, that narrative of him being a racist.
Well, different things trigger the racism in you, like the level of how you're going to respond with it, like and especially when it comes like who you want to inflict it upon. You know what I mean? So that's when you get into all that. Like people can, do certain things, but it depends on who they're doing it to. At times, like I can't do it to you, but I can do it to you. But going back to Shador mindset, I just think that it's his mindset because if you look at it. As I said, he played with his dad. And as long as he's with his dad, he always got to do what he had to do. And he got right back up again. And got to start. Same thing here. Now he's in the driver's seat. I'm talking about habits at this point. How you think, how you your ethos, your parent, how you function.
Well, all habits die hard, but that doesn't mean that, he thinks that he's privileged because he keeps turning the ball over.
Yeah, but see, the fact that what I'm doing in order for the ball to be turned over, I'm not being as careful. It's like I'm being a little loose with things. And I'm being a little bit loose because I feel like at the end of the day, there's still going to be food in the refrigerator. It's still going to be a room where I can sleep. I'm still going to have the same position.
I think he's just used to doing it. Not so much because of job security, or he doesn't have anything to lose. I think it's more so like, when you keep doing something, you do it over and over again until you break that habit. You know what I mean? There's no way on God's sweet earth that Shador could possibly think that he is good money. I don't see how he could think that at all. I don't see how any part of his mindset could be like that whatsoever at all.
Because being in that position of a starter makes him feel comfortable. Being in that position of a starter, it makes him.
I don't agree.
He's starting, but he's not a starter.
Thank you. I agree with that. He is starting, but he's not officially the starter. Like,
but once
they
again,
got mad draft picks.
Psyche.
Exactly, psyche. So I think coming into the NFL, maybe when he got his cleats and stuff for the New York Giants. And he thought that, he was going to go there. That was, because they had like a dinner with him and Jackson Draw like a night or two before the draft and everything. And that was an expectation because he had like customized cleats for the Giants and it did not work out that way. I think in that we can go with maybe him feeling, like he had something locked there. But based on how everything happened from the draft up until how he even got a chance to play, there's no way to me he could think that, like I can keep making the same mistakes because my job is secure or I'm going to be good. Like
Okay,
I don't see how he could possibly think that at all. Like
I do.
I'm gonna give him more credit and common sense than that.
No, I don't think it's common sense, Kyle. I'm not saying that he's dumb. I'm saying
Well, I mean,
sometimes,
he would be dumb if he thought like that.
but Kyle, but look at
He
it
would
like
be.
this. No, well, look at it like this. Sometimes, because of where we are, it can feel even nostalgic. However it makes him feel, he will revert back to doing it. It's sort of like a golfer swing. It makes me comfortable, and I'm doing it. It's a level of
You could
comfortability with
be
him.
comfortable doing something because you've done it for so long. Like when he was in college, he knew that he could make mistakes and still be a starter because that was his
Hmm.
dad. There's
Hmm.
no way that now, in his mind, and maybe that's why maybe his dad did a little bit of a an injustice, so to speak, or he didn't do any
Hmm.
favors, should I say? Because maybe at times he should have benched him. Like, okay, I need you to play a little bit better because at the next level, like things are going to happen differently. They're not going to look at you the same way like I'm looking at you as your dad, you know what I mean, and your coach. So maybe there's some times that his dad should have said, okay, you know what, you're gonna have a seat for a game or two because you need to learn how to take
Yeah,
better care of the ball, whatever it
They're
is.
not gonna
But
let him
that
grow
didn't
with the
happen.
team.
So when you go from playing with your coach all that time and making mistakes and not really being corrected, or should I say penalized or whatever, or getting consequence for those mistakes, now you're here. Mind you, he didn't really get a chance to play, in the off season and training camp and whatnot. He didn't really get
hmm
any mess with the one, so on and so forth. So there's a lot that he's although he has had a few games, it
yeah,
still has been a lot at the same time. Like he's still trying to break certain habits, but he's been doing those things for years with his dad, like years.
yeah,
So you can know, like, okay, damn, I shouldn't throw that pass over there. But at the same time, you're still throwing that pass over there because you're so used to being no reckless or whatever it is. Like now, I can see that he wants to run and he's running
yeah,
more, but he's not moving fast enough. You know what I mean? But I can see him.
That's true too.
But I can see him using his legs more. So I'll acknowledge that part. But I think other things. When you've done it for so long, it takes time to break it. But there's no way that he could think I could just like take my time, so to speak, because I'm starting. I don't have anything to lose. I don't see how he could possibly think that at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, I see that in him. I do. I think that
I don't
we
think
sometimes.
to me that is not a genuine statement at all.
Oh,
His dad was his only coach until he was drafted to the NFL. He never had to worry about being benched. Yeah, that was then, but he definitely knows that's a possibility now. Like they
He,
have how many draft picks in Cleveland? They have quite a few
he have to
draft
be
picks out there. Like they have
he
more
have
than
to be delusional.
five,
He
six.
have to be delusional to think that.
You got Mendoza out there. He has to be well aware that his job is not secure.
but I'm not saying that he thinks that like he can sit down and say, I understand that my job is in jeopardy if I don't play well. I'm talking about what you do when things are happening, how you're reacting. He's still acting like his dad is his coach. I can get
I don't
away
think
with
that.
this.
I don't agree with
Mentally,
that.
I think that's where I think
I
he
don't. I
is.
don't see that at all.
You
I
mean he
don't.
is still playing like that?
No, I think because he's back in that position, like I'm back. It doesn't mean that he has taken his thought and said, "Hey, I've come to this conclusion." I'm talking about how he is playing. He feels too comfortable. He's not correcting anything. And the only time we do that is when we feel like we don't have anything to lose. If I don't feel like I'm going to lose anything,
I don't think that's why he's playing
I'm not.
comfortable.
But
I think that's because he's in that habit of doing certain things. But I don't think it's because he feels comfortable in terms of I don't have anything to lose. You're comfortable because you've been doing something for so freaking long. If you're used to not taking care of the ball for 7 years, and then now or throwing picks or not using your legs really for 7 years, you've been playing football, and then now this first year your coach is like, I want you to run more. You got to adjust to that.
look,
That
look.
takes time.
Let
All
me
the years that he didn't really get benched when he was making mistakes with his dad, at this point now where he has something to lose, that the timeline is not even close. It's going to take a while to break those habits. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen in 4 or 5 games.
Listen.
It's not when you were doing it for years.
Listen. I look at his body language. I look at the way he pouts. He does. I say it again. The same thing like Lamar Jackson does. They get on the sideline and they
Lamar's
pout.
a 2-time MVP. They're not in the same conversation.
But we're still talking about behavior.
We're
We're talking about behavior.
He don't pout.
Huh?
He don't pout. Shador doesn't pout.
Who don't pout?
He just looks sad. He don't be pouting.
What do you think that is?
That's not pouting. This is like he's disappointed. He looks disappointed in himself. Pouting is like
I agree with Dre. He looks more disappointed in himself to me than anything.
Okay. Well, I'm about to put him in the almost category with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
You can't put them in the same category. He's not even close. Those are 2 starting QBs. Like
don't matter.
It does matter. He's not even a starting QB yet. Right now, he's still auditioning for the job that he hasn't gotten yet. Has been announced that Lamar's MVP. Josh is a rated MVP. Lamar's unanimous MVP. You know, like we can't put them in the same conversation just yet.
No, because he whines too much.
I don't see him whine.
He whines. You can't be a whiner, and it's unfair because to me they're not going to give him the same amount of time that they give any other regular rookie.
Well, no, of course he got drafted in the 5th round, and the way he came in, it's going to be different for him. That's a fact.
Yeah, and I think that part is unfair. I think that's very unfair.
You know, but
yeah, but you know, and that's the part he has to digest.
He does have to digest. I'm just talking about the timeline. Like those things take time. Like like I don't know. He's a human being. I always say this, no matter what.
Yeah, he is human. No, I don't eliminate that.
Like and he's also still young. I mean, like he's not like he's 20, 9, 30. Like some of these QBs don't really start peaking until they get a certain age. You know what I mean? Like he still has a lot to learn, a lot of growth. Like we have to give him a little bit more time.
All right. So,
I'm gonna go with some of these comments real quick. The pouting is super annoying, and he's a Texas kid. I don't think he's pouting. I think he looks like he's more disappointed in himself to me. I agree with Dre on that part. Cleveland win. Who's that? Bubba Jones. What's up, Bubba? First time seeing you here in this chat. What's up? What's up,
brother?
Daryl Everett. What's up, Daryl? Another Daryl? Who is this talking about pouting? Shador. God said, God Nasir.
I'm your mother's lover. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Jalen Hurts is always even keel regardless of outcome, but that's Jalen Hurts' temperament and personality. Jalen Hurts is very mature. He's a very old soul to me. He comes across a very old, mature, soul. No matter what, like you said, his temperament does not change. But that's who Jalen Hurts is. That's not who Shador is. We can't expect him to be like Jalen or be like Josh or be like CJ Stroud or whoever. Dude, shut up, you're clueless. You are clueless. Dre
okay.
said, what's up? And then Bruce says, you missed my comment on racism. All right, the Texans are back on top. All right, okay. Racism losing power because we using every time someone of another color does something we do not like. No proof that the coach is racist. I do have to agree with that. I don't think he's racist. I didn't think he liked Shador at first. I always said that. I don't think he liked him, or should I say, he thought he was talented enough. You know what I mean? But I've seen changes within the coach and how he treats him the last few games and how he even lets him play. So
the coach is racist, and I'm gonna tell you why he's a racist. There's certain people, once again, that you can mess with, right? Once you see the media jump on Shador, you now have leeway to do what you want. Even though I don't think he wanted Shador either, so now he has a clear path to jump all over Shador.
But
and
you
that's what he's
haven't told
doing.
us what he's done that makes him racist. Like when has he jumped all over Shador?
Well, he's not doing it directly. He's doing it
Well,
indirectly
then how?
by the things
How's he
the
doing it?
things that they allow to me how they allow him to do. When they took when they took him out of the game on those plays with Shador, when they could have easily scored and it ended up backfiring on him, we seen clearly that he didn't want Shador to be the hero. We
Yeah, but we gotta have context with that. You forgot like
okay,
some of those
no,
plays, like those some
I
of those 2 point conversions. Shador had a chance on the first one, and then what happened? He fumbled or something happened. Then the second time, Kevin Spence was like, "Okay, no, we're just gonna do it this way."
I
But
don't
yeah,
know if
but
he racist, but I know he
like
don't
we
like
gotta
Shador. He didn't like Shador at the beginning
we
of the
gotta put all
season.
the context. We gotta put all the context there. Like
okay.
we have to look at why he made those decisions. If we're being honest, we can't ignore what happened before it and then go to what happened after it.
Because to me how he went about Shador, I know you're saying basically, all right, you go with he don't like him.
Well, and
I'm
that
going.
he drafted Dylan Gabriel, in the third round. So when you put when you say I believe in this young man to be, better, you gotta ride for that young man since you didn't want him drafted there.
Oh no,
He's been acting a little different these last games, so that's making me think that he probably just didn't like Shador because he don't know him and just prejudged him. But I don't know. I don't think he's racist, but
Yeah, I mean,
he's
I did think
I
he didn't
haven't
like.
seen racist behavior. I've seen behavior that made me question whether or not he liked him or thought he was talented enough, but I haven't seen behavior that said, "Man, he don't like this black QB."
Unless he fake, because he was just hugging on Shador before that last drive.
I haven't seen that behavior, and no one has ever said any in that locker room, even before Shador got there. None of
him
no
not
one has ever implied or hinted at him being racist at
him
all.
not mentioning the Shador when they won their game.
But
It,
that's specific to Shador. How is he racist if it's only pertaining to one person?
because to me, this is to me. This is not. I know. So I'm speaking for me. I'm speaking for Daryl.
When you saying he's racist, then that
Yes,
applies to
yes.
to black
I
men.
think
We
he
can't just
shows
say he's
those.
only
I
racist with
think he shows
Shador.
those passive aggressive tendencies that lets me know that he don't like me for a specific reason, and I
It
truly
doesn't have
do.
to be because it doesn't have to be because Shador is black though.
It
He don't
yeah,
maybe like I
okay.
said, maybe he don't think Shador is talented.
Okay.
We keep forgetting that he wanted Dylan Gabriel in there.
Yes, he wanted Dylan Gabriel in there, even though never mind. That's his guy.
I
He
agree
rolled
with
with him.
what Hallboss said is about in his comment. Check his comment, but this is not about racism.
But I don't think this one. I'm saying about Shador now.
Finish what you were saying. Go ahead.
No, I don't. I'm saying this that what I was saying today in regards to Shador, I don't think I wasn't adding racism into that. But you asked me, do I think that his coaches are racist? Yes, I do. I think he has some racist, very much racist qualities. Yes, he does.
I'm from Monroe. You heard of Monroe? Well, I know you heard of it, but yeah.
But that's neither here nor there right now because today's game had nothing to do with racism. It had everything to do with to me with Tim today. It didn't have nothing to do with racism. It had to do with how Shador. It's to me how he processing things. But at least they got to win.
Go to the comment, Hog Boss.
Hold on, because no, he was talking, so I wasn't gonna just go to a different comment while he was speaking. I was waiting to let him finish his statement, his thought.
Thank you, Kyle. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. What's up, DJ? He said, "Happy New Year, Happy New Year, DJ. I hope you had a wonderful holiday." Shador didn't play well this game. It wasn't his best game, but you know what? At least he got them down the field to get the winning field goal. We'll take that. Someone said at Hog Boss, what's up? What's up? His wife didn't like Shador. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't very
much. Yeah.
That's a serious allegation, Brother D. You don't know what's in his heart.
I said he had
Well,
passive aggressive tendencies that makes me think
That's the
that
one I was
he is.
talking about.
you can
We
be
said
passive aggressive without being racist. That's two different things to me. They're not the same thing.
No,
Shador
but
played well
it's
enough
no. Go
with the
ahead, go ahead, go
players.
ahead and read that. I'm sorry, Con. Go ahead, go ahead.
Shador played well enough with the players he's playing with. Burrow has Higgins and Chase,
that's what I was saying.
and Moss. So chill on Shador.
Yeah, he don't have a good team, so you can't
Yeah,
really see his full potential. And he's already, how many games has he won? 2 or 3? Just 2 or 3?
yeah,
3?
and he's not, and Cleveland's not going to have that. I would love to see where they are, from a cap perspective. I don't. I think they're like either near it or kissing it, But a lot of times, a lot of these teams don't even be over the cap or near the cap, and they won't go get a good wide receiver. I'm not sure if the wide receivers won't come to them,
And,
but it's something
and
that
then,
you can do in order to help
like,
because
best wide receivers. Go ahead.
no, both of those quarterbacks need a big wide receiver, tall, strong, because of one, Dylan is so small. Two, to me, Shador got nice. He throws some nice floaters, but sometimes we're talking you know, accuracy, arm strength. You know what I mean? So
Well, Shador accuracy is elite. His accuracy is elite to me. I just think he don't. These other good teams, they have a go-to person that they trust. Phantom was starting to be Shador go-to person, but he just got hurt. And Judy, if you can see, he almost dropped that ball just now. That he
yeah,
caught.
yeah. But I like Shador's floaters more so than I like
His
his
darts.
regular deep ball. Yeah. So sometimes even when you throw a little short, that to me that has to do with accuracy as well, because even though it may be going towards that, and trajectory wise it may be going that way, but it still come up short. So
Yeah. So yeah, basically, but yeah, he just need a better offensive. The first thing, if you do keep Shador, you can't just keep him with the same offensive line.
yeah,
You have to get that. So that's gonna be their decision. I think they're gonna stick with Shador because of his popularity and what they've
hmm
seen before, based on his potential. Because you can see that he can be an elite quarterback. He's a rookie. He gotta make those. He gonna make those mistakes. I think.
yeah. We just got to put people in the right, and yeah, that's right, under the right conditions. I can do a lot of great things. I actually like Shador as a quarterback. I like him over Gabriel.
Yeah,
Um,
Kaja thinks that 7 games is enough. He's supposed to just fix his issue. You can't fix it when you've been playing the way you've
No,
been
that's
playing.
not that's not what I think or what I said. I said that Shador is still in the competition, whether or not we like it or agree. Dylan Gabriel has more leeway because he was drafted higher. We
oh,
don't. We
But
can.
you didn't say
We can say.
earlier that
We can,
after 7 games, he should fix some of them issues because he's
I
a
said some.
professional.
Yeah. There should be some things that are
That's
fixed,
what
and
I'm
I
saying.
stand
I
by
don't think
that.
7 games is enough
Well,
to
I'm not
fix what he was
every issue
doing.
to be fixed. No, not 6 or 7 games, but there should be some things that are
yeah,
different. There should be some progress in that time frame. Should there be
This is
perfection in 7 games? No, but there should be some progress. And in terms of him using his legs,
I've seen
I've
progress
seen
every
progress
game.
with that. But we have to remember that Shador is not in the same seat as Cam Ward or Tyler
yeah.
Shuck or Jackson Dart. Like he's not, he came into a whole different situation, and they still got Deshaun Watson, who's not old, he's still young, and they're paying that man like 80 million plus, fully guaranteed next season. And they have a whole bunch of draft picks, and they can still go out and get Mendoza. It's not as if Shador came out there and said, showed every single game that he definitively is better than getting Mendoza or anybody else in this upcoming draft, or better
hmm
than Deshaun Watson,
Trade him. Get
and,
him and go.
and,
Mendoza
and better
played
than
good
Dylan
that game
Gabriel.
last game the other week. He was
And,
going off
and
the
better than
last
Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel took care of the ball. Like, we don't have to think Dylan is as talented as Shador, but he
I'm
did
not
take
worried
care of
about
the
that.
ball.
I'm
That
not
that
worried
that
about that.
well, he's there. So that has to be factored in. They have
He,
not said that Dylan Gabriel's done. Like, they didn't make that
they not
announcement. We're
going back
done
to
with Dylan
Dylan
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
It's about Shador.
The
We,
only
we
team
can't
that would go back to
we
Dylan
can't we
Gabriel is
can't do personal
Cleveland.
feelings over facts. They
And
didn't
that
say
should tell
Dylan
you
Gabriel was
something.
done. They
Mm.
said Shador was going to start the rest of the season. They didn't say he was starting forever.
Yeah, but if they're not worried about Dylan Gabriel.
You're not worried about him, but Dylan Gabriel is still there. So he's
No.
very much
He
so can be
died.
considered.
He died. He decoration.
No, that's not realistic. That's your opinion.
Yeah,
But the
he
fact
got a
that he
lot of
was still
money. He has a
drafted
lot
in
of
the
money on
third
their
round.
books. And not only that, they will still keep him, even if they was more confident in Shador, they would still use him as Gabriel as a placeholder to remind Shador, like, hey, give him a moment, we can go
I'm
back
saying,
to
yeah,
him.
he can be backup, but
Well,
I'm saying
they couldn't get rid of
he
him
not a
after a
starter
certain
in
time frame, so he
he
had to
not a
stay there.
starter in the NFL.
Well, I mean, look, based on what we saw from either one of them, like they both need more work. I can't say either one of them are going to go on and have a great NFL career.
Yeah.
They both struggle.
I can say Shador will. That's my
You
opinion.
think that he will, but he still struggled, just like Dylan Gabriel
He
did.
struggled, but all rookies struggle.
Exactly, that's my point. So I can't.
That's
We
what I'm
can't say.
saying.
So we can't say that Dylan Gabriel can't do this or can't do that. They both struggle.
But Dylan Gabriel is limited. He's undersized. That's the difference.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that he has to be limited because undersized.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
you don't like
worried
Dylan
about that.
Gabriel. I get it. You want Shador.
No, it's not that. I'm just saying.
Everything I hear from you is like your personal feelings. But I'm
This
talking
not my
about the
personal
actual now
feelings.
get a
I'm
situation.
based off.
Is that
It's
he's
based
still
off
in the
play.
third round. He's still in the third round. He was still drafted ahead. He still has more leeway than Shador does. For that reason alone.
I don't think so, but I digress.
Okay.
He said, yeah, but
There's some more chats they done said. They said Shador is a Josh Johnson. We'll see. If they trade Shador, that's gonna be a bad decision.
It might be the best thing for him if they do. Everything happens for a reason.
Mendoza, this last game he played, he was making some quarterback NFL throws. So,
Tyler Shuck started off awful, but I think he's come out to be one of like the best rookies this season. The way he finished,
and that's my point. Shador played some bad games,
but he also was drafted ahead of Shador, and he's in a whole different situation.
I'm not worried about the draft position because we know he wasn't supposed to be drafted there. You can say,
but he was though.
Yeah,
but he was,
but we already know why.
But those things are factored into it when they're making decisions. We had this young man that we drafted earlier than Shador.
That's what you can call racist.
And he got hurt.
Right there. Shador being drafted. Yeah. Now that's
it wasn't like he did anything bad.
Yeah, I mean
draft
that's what they
give players more chances. Correct, but everybody knew Shador was supposed to be drafted in the 1 through 3 at least. So you can go off the factual stuff. We know the NFL is racist. They don't like black people being confident. They didn't like Dion and Shador saying what team they wanted to go to, and they punished them. That was the end of the story. They colluded. Mm-hmm. It's really
there's more to it. Even Shador said he could have handled some of the interviews better.
Yeah. So Shador, if you base it off his interviews now, I don't think nothing was different. He just was confident. And I
don't know what he did in the other ones because I wasn't privy to it. I'm going by what he said out of his own mouth. And what he said was that he admitted that he could have handled some of them better. So I'm going by what he said. And if he said it, then I got to take what he said.
He's saying that now just to go with the program.
He said that before he was even a starter. This is months ago when he said this. This was when
I'm saying Flacco was still playing. To go with the program. Was still playing. Because they basically put him in his place. So now you got to watch what you say. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? You can't go
didn't have to say that. He could have stayed quiet about it.
They was all lying. I went in there and said, I'm going to make the team better. And they say, you too confident. I'm gonna change the the culture of the franchise. Now they mad. I want somebody to come in an interview like that. I'll be happy.
All right. Shador has won one game. This game was won by the defense. The other game was defense in the running game. That is true. But he's not so he's a game manager. Not all QBs in the NFL are game changers. There are some who just manage the game and the defense does the rest. And
now he won one game. We going out facts. What's the what was the record before Dylan Gabriel?
Shador don't have time to throw. He has time sometimes. Sometimes he holds the ball too long. Shador is a Josh Johnson type of player if he's willing to accept it, a career backup that may get an opportunity to win a starting role 3 years from now. I don't believe that.
Nah.
But I hear you, Nasir. I hear you. Honestly, I don't think Shador is the same class as those other first round and lower round picks. He has to prove himself and have an offseason where he is number one option. I can agree with you that he does have to prove himself. I do.
Yeah,
it may be unfair, but he has to. Draft position gives players more. It does give you more chances. When you are drafted higher, you do get more chances. That is very much true. That's very true. Again, it may not be fair, but that's true. Cam Ward and Jackson will get more chances than Shador Sanders and Dylan Gabriel. They will because they went, in the first round. They are going to get. They're both starting. Like Jackson Dart didn't really win too many games after they benched Russell Wilson. They went to Jameis for a game or two, and they didn't really necessarily win, but they know that Jackson Dart is going to be the future. Like
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow even said that in his interview, pre-interview before the game. He said Shador has a microscope on him.
Mm-hmm.
He absolutely does. Yes, they want Shador to stay in his place. Rare Rock, I haven't seen you in a minute. What's up? Happy New Year. The hate on this kid is unreal. Excuse me. So what? He's a nepo baby. So what? He did not play well this season. There's a bunch of nepotism all over the NFL in the front office, and this offense is not a Shador offense.
I don't believe he didn't play well. I think he played enough to show he's a good quarterback.
He probably was wearing jewelry during the interview. He probably was wearing jewelry during the interview, and he had his headphones on. He's not going to go into the interview with headphones on. Y'all just be believing whatever y'all hear. Like, come on now. I know his dad had him more prepared than that. Like, he's not going to go in there with headphones on, like, hey, what's up? Like, he has enough common sense. I'm sure his dad told him, don't go in there with headphones on. I don't think he had to tell him that, but come on, y'all.
You know what get me when I see people who look like me believe anything they say negative about one of us. They can say, "Oh, he came in there eating some chicken." Oh, I believe he was eating chicken when they found. It's like we gravitate to it because we have such a fear of standing up for ourselves. And you gotta be more of a man in that, bro. You gotta be more of a man in that. You gotta go with probabilities and say, well, when have I ever seen him do that before? How many people said that before? So you can't go by that, man. Stop. Damn earphones.
I don't believe he could have earphones.
Do you react to clips, Kaja, or no?
So react to who? Say it again?
Clips.
Yeah, we do that usually on Monday night.
Okay.
Let me go over what happened. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to make sure. I'm ordering food at the same time I'm talking to y'all.
I had to Shannon Sharp clip loaded. I'm about to do. He need to be fired.
Who needs to be fired?
The coach.
Stefanski?
Yeah.
I don't think he did anything that he needs, honestly speaking, needs to be fired from. Like, he thought someone was more talented than Shador. And as a coach, he has that right. Like, I can't get mad at him for thinking that somebody else is more talented. I mean, they also, it's a whole process. It's a coaching staff, it's GM, it's ownership. It wasn't like Kevin Stefanski did everything without nobody's knowledge and he didn't have any permission or anybody like in agreement with him.
Oh no, Eagles. I'm sorry. The Browns. They just got their hands full. They do because they created this monster.
They did. They should not have drafted 2 rookies because they both need time to develop. You know what I mean? You can't give one 4 games, the other one 4 games, and expect them to be like, perfection that fast. It don't happen like that. So
Yeah. And you have to ask yourself the question, why did Shador think he was going to be drafted by the Browns? Now, he will never come out and say, they told me they were, but we all know that they told him they were. But
go ahead.
No, I'm saying there's no other reason that
I
he
don't
thought
think
he was going to be
he
a
was
Brown.
going there until like the 5th round. Otherwise, he wouldn't have had no customized cleats for the Giants if he thought he was going to the Browns.
Okay.
I think
and he posted it too. Like he posted the red and blue, so he definitely thought he was going to New York.
I think it played out the way that they wanted it. He wanted to play this season, so he was looking at teams where I need to go to this team where I maybe have a chance of playing. So I think it ultimately ended up a successful draft for him going to Cleveland because he got to play.
I don't know. We're going to see.
Even though with I know all the drama and stuff, but he still got to play this year. Some teams would have set him, and then it'll be 3 years later before he playing. His goal was to play this season. Now, did he play good? That's everybody's opinion.
Oh yeah, whether he played well enough, to be whatever they want.
But his goal was to play. That's why he turned down Baltimore. He wanted to play. You're not going to play going to Baltimore unless
he would have. Actually, he might have if you think about it, because Lamar got hurt, so he might have. Actually,
I would have done the Baltimore thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was him, I would have jumped at that. Sorry.
I think it would have been better for him there too. I think even if he didn't necessarily get a chance to play, he would have learned a lot more. I think, honestly speaking, I think he would have come out better going to that. And the organizations know they have it. They know what they want to do. They have it together. Cleveland Browns, they trying to figure a lot of stuff out outside of the QB.
They playing a guessing game over there at Cleveland Browns.
So I think he would have been better overall having gone there, and he would have got a chance to play because Lamar ended up getting hurt, unfortunately.
Well,
listen, we all knew Lamar was gonna get hurt before the season started. We knew that.
I didn't know that, and I wasn't expecting.
Lamar always get hurt. He always get hurt.
I don't recall him being hurt too much last season. Maybe I missed something. What did I miss last season? He was hurt last season?
Lamar missed games last season. He had to.
He did? I don't recall him missing games.
Let me see.
Y'all drop in the chat. How many games Lamar played last season, y'all? Maybe I'm missing something. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all.
Let me see here. Give me a second. That's 2024.
Well, from I didn't watch a lot of Lamar, but from what the narrative is, he always is hurt. He kind of like a low key AD. That's what they say, but I don't know.
No, he's not like AD.
No, nobody's like AD.
I said low key.
Like now we're being rude. Now we're just being rude and hurtful.
Yeah, it's a rap battle. I'm gonna send y'all. It's a viral party with viral about Anthony Davis.
How many games did he play in totality, y'all, last season?
You're right, Kai. You're right. 2024, he missed 0 games. They say he missed 0 games. I stand corrected, but I still think he's.
I don't remember him being hurt last season.
But I still think he's injury prone. I still think he's injury prone. I really do.
Joe Burrow, I think Joe Burrow is more injury prone than Lamar, and I love Joe Burrow.
Oh yeah. Well, Burrow is the 10 man.
He had a great last season too, which is unfortunate. The defense wasn't.
But it's so.
Hold on, y'all. Before we get out of here, I'm reading some of these last comments.
Okay.
I'm glad Giants didn't pick him. Dart should have been number 1 quarterback. I think Jackson Dart's personality is one thing. I like his showmanship. Honestly speaking, him and Shador, to me, they both have that in common. But in terms of talent, I think he's too reckless.
He's very reckless. Yeah.
He's okay with it. He's like, well, that's how I played in college, so that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm like, you're gonna be hurt more times than not. But I
Yeah.
think as time goes and he grows, he gets more mature, then he'll stop being so damn reckless with his body. Otherwise, he's gonna stay in concussion protocol and be another Tua.
I don't know. He got that RG3 thing with him, man. The stuff RG3 used to do, you would want to sit him down and just bang his head like, yo, dude, do you understand? You can't run into linemen. You can't run into these linebackers, dude. What are you doing?
But I think hopefully he'll learn. He'll learn. Hopefully. If you keep missing too much time, you'll learn. I'm glad the Giants. Oh, I read that right away. I originally wanted the Giants to pick Shador. I would have liked Shador here too. I'm being honest. The media is overhyping his recklessness. I don't think the media is overhyping DJ. I think he is very much too reckless. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, he got out of concussion protocol after missing a few games, came right back and was like diving head first. I'm like, Jackson, you just came back. You went into concussion protocol 4 times as a rookie. 4 times. You didn't really play the full season. Like that, what are you doing? Like, this is your brain, this is your head. Like, you need to function properly. I'm like, dude, what you doing? Be easy.
Yeah. The problem is he didn't get popped. He got popped. When he get popped, he'll stop. You'll see. Somebody gonna level him.
The Ravens gonna lose, and Aaron Rodgers is gonna retire after this playoff season.
I think it depends on what happens tonight. I honestly have the Steelers winning this game just because of the NFL script of it. Like, Aaron Rodgers' final season, letting him get to the playoffs. You know what I mean? One last time.
I'm praying that the Ravens beat, because, man, it's going to be ugly if they don't. Something's going to happen.
I would love for Lamar to win, obviously, because I like Lamar Action Jackson, and I believe in him, and I do think that
so do I.
He will have a ring. He will get a ring. I just think in terms of, how everything is like something else is behind it. I do feel like because this is possibly Aaron Rodgers' final season, that he might get the chance to have a final playoff push.
Hey, don't let it come down to any calls, right?
You can't let that happen. When you do that, you take it out. It's out of your hands. But sometimes those calls that go one way or the other. You're like, come on. There's always some crazy BS call. Aaron Rodgers will lose one last time. Look, I'm rooting for Lamar. I hope he does win. I'm just saying I expect the Steelers to win for that reason. Hold on. What you put in here?
I been did that. That was the video of Shannon Sharpen talking.
Oh, okay. Got you.
If you wanted to react to it, but it's up to you. It's about firing Stefanski.
How long is this video?
We don't have to do the whole clip. It's just like 2 minutes. Skim through it. It's up to you.
Your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe. What baffles me. Shocked if Stefanski came back. My prediction is Andrew Berry remains as the GM, runs the draft in 2026. Stefanski ends up coaching elsewhere.
Oh, yeah, you can do it.
When they're in St. Louis, Kurt Warner was a 2-time league.
Everyone else can see it. I know he's a 2-time.
.com added, yes, I believe Stefanski will be fired. I don't know that for a fact. With the Browns, things can always change. I'd be shocked if Stefanski came back. My prediction is Andrew Berry remains as the GM, runs the draft in 2026. Stefanski ends up coaching elsewhere next season.
Hey, I mean, Unc, you couldn't see this coming? I mean, sure, everyone else could see it. I know he's a 2-time coach of the year, but four losing seasons? Some of the most egregious play calling and decision making this year. Come on, now.
But that's what baffles me, Ocho. This notion that somehow you're supposed to have a lifetime contract. Now we've seen that. Now, if you leave Tom Brady should have been able to play. Tom Brady should have been, if he wanted to play right now, he should have been allowed to. But we know that's not how it works in sport. Look at the St. Louis Rams. When they're in St. Louis, Kurt Warner was a 2-time league MVP, a Super Bowl MVP, taking a team to 2 Super Bowls. They moved on and got Mark Bolger.
Yeah. And this business.
Tom Brady, as great as he
Yeah.
was, 20 years, 9 Super Bowl appearances, 6 wins with 4 MVPs.
They don't play. No matter who you are. That's why I don't understand.
Normally that's reserved for
Yeah.
coaches, Ocho. A Coach Smith, a Coach K, Coach Summit. I had the great opportunity to meet Coach Summit a couple of times
Yes.
in New York, and she was flying back. Who's that? Normally, if you don't run a foul, you don't do anything crazy. Coach Schembechler stayed as long as he wanted at Michigan. John, I think it was Cooper. Wasn't he the coach at Ohio State? But he could have stayed until they threw that pick in the Gator Bowl and he swung on a guy from Clemson. They said, "Nah, coach, you got to go. you got to go. I'm sorry." Woody Hayes, that's who it was, Coach Hayes. But for the most part, Ocho, they'll allow you to stay, especially in college. The rumors started getting a little loud for Coach Bowden. They started getting a little loud for Coach Joe Pa because they felt that he oversaw and he knew things and he allowed it to happen, X, Y, and Z, so forth and so on. But for the most part,
it's the way it is. This is a business, especially in the NFL. As players, fans always preach all this, be loyal and all that. Man, listen, man, stop playing. Them folk don't care nothing about you. As long as you of a value. As long as you of a value.
Emmitt Smith, the all-time leading rusher. What did they do
for
to
the
Emmitt?
service?
I think Emmitt played his last 2 years elsewhere.
Yeah, Arizona, right?
Arizona,
He did.
Yep.
Arizona,
Yep. Arizona Cardinals. Yep.
That's crazy.
I read something, Ocho. They said you can tell of a woman how loyal a woman is.
Say don't need to be talking about no women.
She couldn't. She couldn't take it. I'm sorry, God. We got your back. You know we got your back. Come on. She was like, cut. She was like, enough. She about to put you in the phantom zone.
I'm like, where's the conversation going, Shannon? What we talking about?
Too long to get to the point. That's why I was like, did you?
Very long to get to the point. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, this how your minute. This how your minute down pack. Nowhere it comes in that. That's all.
It was giving me flashback to somebody else I know.
I think your eyes start blinking, your eyes roll in the back of your head. Kai, I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?"
I got it. Next time I'm gonna have some stuff, hot points, hot topics, whatever.
In all fairness, the Giants had an issue with his preparation and recognized something on a mock play.
Well, who? Right. With Jackson Dart? Aaron Rodgers will be in the playoff unless Lamar goes off.
That's me.
That's from Grade A.
I'm just talking in the comments.
The headphones was a rumor, but I don't wonder if he was wearing his chain and his watch. That's a turnoff as well. I don't think he's the only one to come into an interview with a watch and a chain on. And honestly speaking, if you're focused on someone wearing a chain, then you're worried about the wrong thing. You're supposed to be assessing their talent. Can this person help me win games, or can they not help? That's the whole point of an interview. We can't even wear jewelry. It's not a fashion show. I'm not here, as long as you don't come in looking like you don't give a damn about the interview, like you come with your pants sagging, come with a body odor, things like that. I'm like, dude, like your hair's not brushed. I'm like, dude, did you put some care into how you come in? But, as long as you're presentable, that to me should be the most important thing. And then obviously look at your tape and, we ask you questions or whatever have you, how you answer them. But if I'm judging at the fact you got a chain on and a watch, then we're ready to worry about the wrong things.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't worry about certain things. Just don't get under my skin like that. I mean, and a lot of things that they're saying when you talk about chains and whatever like that.
That's black culture.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. You're talking to culture and that lets me know that you're a racist. See, and that's what I mean by subtleties can let you know when people are racist when they say certain things. Oh, they had a big chain on. Well, guess who else wear big chains? Italians wear big chains. Italians wear big watches. Notorious for it, but it's not discussed the same way. So that's why when people are saying things, sometimes I just go, you know what? I don't want to go into a deep dive, so I'll just leave it alone. but they racist. They racist. They do Shador wrong. They know that we know that as adults, and I'm older than you guys. We know that as adults. All right, now leave me alone. That it's certain things I'm gonna see from kids when I'm teaching like a VBS. People gonna come in a certain way. It's certain things kids are going to do. They're not going to sit still all the time. They're not, adults can. They're gonna have to go to the bathroom every 5 seconds. It's certain things you have to expect.
You and these analogies be throwing me off.
Why? What threw you off about that, Kai?
I understand what you mean. Like I comprehend, but you just be like you be going way over to the left.
I'm not off. I'm right here. It's right here. I'm just saying, there's certain things you have to expect when you're dealing with kids. He's not a kid. No, Shador. Your brain don't mature to your adulthood till you're 25. You're a kid.
He's going to turn 24, I think, in February.
I know, but Kai, when I'm dealing with people and their kid, see, this is what gets me. We wanna say when it's time to pay them, you're never gonna pay somebody that young that much money. You'll call them a kid, but when it's time to judge them for doing what's right, you'll say, "Oh, you're old enough to know to do what's right." Well, which one is it?
I'm missing something. I don't know what people are talking about. I know what Cobb talks about. That's the first
thing. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm talking about
what are we judging Shador on right now? Because I'm lost on the conversation.
No. This is what I'm saying. We were talking about how we judge people or people who are coming into the NFL, and a lot of folks say you really can't pay people coming out of college a lot of money because they don't know how to handle money, and that it will send them off track. So we use age as a barometer to judge them. But when it comes to them doing things right, we then switch and say, "Oh, you're old enough to know what's right." So to me, which one we're using? Are we going to use the fact that they're too young or they're old enough? How are we using it? How are we going to use it?
All right.
She gonna move on. That's all right.
Yeah, because I wasn't talking about everybody. I was talking about Shador.
But for Shador, Shador is young and he's wearing chains. It's all right if he wears chains.
I don't mind him wearing a chain even if he was 35. Personally, that wasn't the serious.
Oh yeah, neither would I. But I'm just saying, when you're young, they usually hold it against you as if you have a chain on, you're gonna rob somebody or something. I'm like,
Nasir said it's poor parenting. When I was coming up, it was problematic for a young man to wear an earring. Your value as a man comes from how you carry yourself. What is put shouldn't determine your swag. I don't know how you grew up, Nasir, and I'm just going to speak for myself as a parent because I'm also raising a young man. And I don't know, Dre doesn't have any kids, I don't think. I know, obviously, Brother D, you have kids.
Not at all.
Nasir, I don't know if you. He said, "No." Nasir, I don't know if you have kids or you don't have kids. But for me, I always teach my son to carry himself with high character and integrity. Always to be honest, to be compassionate, to be caring, to show humility when he needs to. But if he needs to show that he's confident as an athlete, then damn it, you show it when you need to. You play with that confidence always. You hold your head high always. Now, I don't personally mind him wearing a chain. We don't have no big crazy chains. I'm not a millionaire. But if he did have a big chain or a big watch that he wanted to wear and he earned it, then go ahead and wear your chain. I don't think it speaks to who he is as a person. I think that's how people choose to look at it. No more than somebody who's rich that dresses like a regular everyday person. You see people who are billionaires who dress like they come from Walmart, like plain basic t-shirts and jeans, dirty sneakers, you know what I mean? That's just who they might be more of a reserved or conservative personality, but I don't think it speaks to who the person is as in their character. I don't judge anybody by that. I don't. But that's just me. I don't think how you dress determines, your value as an individual. Unless, of course, we're talking about something crazy, you know what I mean? Like something, Now, if Shador had his pants sagging and he's walking with his shirt off, you know what I mean, or something like that, I'm like, then okay, sure, we doing. But
he just comes off as a rich person, a rich kid that grew up rich.
But when I see Shador coming into games, like he have on sweats. Like I mean, I see Justin Jefferson come with more swag and more bling.
I'm not saying as far as like his clothing. I'm just saying he just looks like a regular rich kid that grew up like LeBron James.
I think his
not knocking it.
I'm not saying you are. I think his chain is one thing, but I'm talking about how like his actual clothing. Like as far as clothing is concerned, like Shador, like sometimes he don't even have his hair braided. You know, like
I'm not talking about clothing. He just
like,
looks like a regular rich kid.
You say he looks like a regular rich person. I don't think he always looks rich to me. You know, I don't. I mean, in terms of his jewelry, that's one thing.
Because I know he's rich. Because
yeah, I mean, we know he is. But when I see him come to games, I didn't know that who he was. To me, he looks very like regular. You know, he's not dressed up like some of the quarterbacks that come on game day or some of the other players like the Travis Kelce and like that. Like Josh Allen come looking kind of regular too. Lamar has a little bit more, you know, bling, you know, to him, whatever have. That's personality. It's also a culture thing. You know, I don't personally mind it. I look at everything. Like I said, y'all always look at Shador. And y'all go about what y'all heard with Shador. But y'all don't say anything about, you know, when he's out there, you know, spending time in the community and stuff like that on his off days. You know, so if we're gonna judge him and his character, then you should look at everything, not just his watch and his chain.
Well, I think what Nasir likes to do, he just like to poke at people's minds. I really don't think that he really buys into that. Because this is the thing. When you omit the fact that Joe Burrow used to be the fur coat and big chain king after every game, and you omit that, it lets me know that you're only doing it either to pick at us or you're afraid to address other cultures or other people, you know, in other cultures. So it kind of lets me know it's kind of tongue in cheek. But no, I don't worry about that. Shador's a rich kid. I mean, he's going to wear what he likes to wear. He's showing up to work. Do what you got to do. You know, he ain't broke. Truthfully, ain't nobody in the NFL broke.
What's the grade before we get out of here? This game, and then the overall season with a letter grade. A, B, C, D, F. I can't hear you.
My bad. So you're rating this game or you're rating everything?
Both. This game
go
and
ahead.
then
you sort of.
Well, this game I give him a C, and then I give him a C plus for the season. Mm-hmm. That's what I give.
Wow.
And then overall, what you giving him for his season? You saying?
No, C for this game, and then a C plus for the season.
For the season, okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Wow. I would probably give him a D for this game. For the season, I would have to give him I probably would have to give him a high C, because it was only so many things he was allowed to do, but he still, you know, executed at times when he needed to execute. So I'll give him a high C. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Dre Day on this one. It's gonna be a C for me, C plus for both overall, and then also for this game. Yeah.
Let's see what a C plus get them next season.
You know, but I think I forgot. Nadi sent it to me a few days ago. I don't know if it's still the same now. This last game, they were comparing Shador and Dylan Gabriel, their stats, you know, like their passer rating and interception ratio, all those different things. And for the most part, Dylan Gabriel was a little bit higher, I think, except for one. I think Shador had more explosive plays. But in terms of like turnovers and the passer rating, Dylan Gabriel had him beat with that. But we'll see what they do. Like I said, they did draft him in the third round. Kevin Stefanski, that was somebody that he was going with. Now, if they keep him as the coach, I don't know. If they get a whole new coach, he might say, I don't want either one of them. I want to get somebody completely different, you know.
They play more safe with Dylan, though.
They play safe with Shador as well at first, and then the chain off a little bit. They
Shador
did,
had
because there were times where, in the beginning, Shador wasn't even able to throw the ball down the field. And then as the games went on and the time went on, that he was launched, he was like, let Shador let him throw it. Then he started letting him throw it. And then when they would get close to the 4th and 1, they would come out automatically. Then I saw the last couple of games, he's like, okay, go ahead and go for it and see if you can get that first down. So there was some strides that I saw, if I'm being honest. I can't pretend like I didn't see it. But regardless of anything, because we're not the ones making a decision, they're going to do that. They know them off of the field too. They see them when they're at training camp. They see them on off days. They see who's studying film. All those different things are going to go into it. I don't know how to interact with the team. I don't know Dylan Gabriel's relationship with the team. I don't know how Shador interacts with the team off the field either. I don't think how the GM feels about it, how the owner feels about it, because he's paying these people, so I don't know. There's a lot of moving parts to this. And then has either one of them done enough to say, you know what, we're gonna go with we're not gonna go with a QB in this draft. Like Mendoza's out there, so
let him get Mendoza and watch what happens.
Hold on.
I was trying to look up the stats, but I don't know if something they updated it.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
No, I was looking at their stats. I was trying to find out. It's a bunch of photos, but I don't know which one of them was recent. I got to start saving these sites that they be going to.
But they're gonna go by a lot of different things, so I don't know what they're gonna do. Mendoza can look good in college, but then NFL is different. You come to NFL, he can look completely different. He can look like trash.
He looked good that last game. He looked good that last game.
Yeah, he's also in college though. That's what I'm saying. Like college is one thing, NFL is a whole different monster. And then you're going back to the same place where you're starting all over again, training somebody and all these different things. Like
most likely going to a bad team.
I think they should focus more on getting that O line together personally.
Before they get any quarterback, yeah.
I think they need to focus on build up that O line. But that's just me. So. But I mean, the Jets might take him right now. The Jets are 3-13. They're looking to go number 2. They don't have a QB. I don't think Justin Fields will be there next season.
Man, no. Yeah, I think Justin Fields. His little thing is his little reign is over. Yeah,
I would get Mendoza with the quickness if I'm Aaron Glenn. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah,
they go number 2 overall.
If they don't fire him, they're gonna fire the coach.
I hope that he gets at least one more season. I do.
Yeah,
but
they should give it to him. I mean, but man, it was just too much losing. It was like Jesus.
It was a lot of losing, and also how they look when they lost, But for me, I'm like, it takes a while to go into. For me, I think you have to give people more than one season. It takes time to go in and change a whole culture and fix up a whole entire program. They had a lot of issues in New York with the Jets. Like it wasn't just the QB. So.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but still.
Are you covering the final games of college football? Anyway, thanks for a wonderful season and great coverage. I might be bored enough in late March to get NBA to try. Well, thanks this year. We'll be back here tomorrow night, obviously, for the final recap of the season. And then we'll be here for playoffs, too, obviously. We gotta be here for playoffs because that's when it's going to get good. And hopefully you'll be back in here for the NBA coverage.
Amen.
I appreciate you. All right, y'all.
Amen.
I'm out of here. Say a prayer for my Bills right now. They better beat the Jets. I'll tell you that damn much.
I don't know.
Right now it's 7-0. The Jets, I don't think the Jets are trying to win. I'm being honest. I think they want to stay like in the top 2 so they can get Mendoza or somebody else. I don't think that they're trying to win this game.
Well, you got JAA, Josh Almost Allen. I call him Josh just for short. So we'll see.
And right now, Josh not even playing. Joshua Tyrell. So, and he
Did
shouldn't be
y'all
playing.
want to see the stats or no? I have them, but I know you think.
Oh no, I had already saw him. But if you want to like post it real quick, go ahead.
I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how accurate it is, but they say it's accurate, so we'll see.
All right, everybody can see this.
Wow. Rush yards.
That's from ChatGPT, but I don't know. I
Oh,
pay
see,
for it, so
Oh.
I have the bunch of stuff to like search all the websites, but I don't know how accurate it is. Just my disclaimer.
they have the same amount of touchdowns.
Yep, I'm not sure, but this is what it said. So
Well,
Man, look at them picks.
interceptions 10, interceptions 2, passing rate 68.5, 88.8, sacks 19, sacks, yards 1 player. Rush attempts 18, rush attempts 14.
Dang.
So it looks like if you was just going off this, you'd be like maybe Dylan Gabriel, but I go off the eye test.
Now with them INTs, brother. Lord have mercy.
I mean, look, but they always say men lie, women lie, but stats don't, right? Numbers don't lie. So, like, I mean, I said before, like, it depends on. There's a lot of factors, a lot of moving parts in this. Are they
Yeah,
keeping the same
definitely.
coach, the same GM? What does the owner think? You know, everything's gonna be, factored in. I think if you get somebody new in there, you get a new GM, a new coach. You might be like, I don't want neither of these people. I want to bring
Mm-hmm.
my own QB, my own things of that nature. So that's also something else to go with. But if we're going by just this alone, completion percentage, his completion percentage is higher and he played less games.
Mm.
Yeah, but
mean?
it's still a lot of moving parts, like you said.
It is very much, yeah.
Some of those
And
interceptions, 4 of them was tipped, caught, and then left out the person's hand.
Yeah, and you got taking the passer rating with Jerry Judy. Yeah, I know.
That though, regardless.
Yeah, the stats say they
don't go by like, oh, well, he tipped it. he didn't catch it. He dropped it. Like they're gonna always go by. I always thought that was unfair, regardless. But
yeah, they need to change the rule. They need to start blaming it, blaming it on the receiver too.
But they don't do that. So
I think that'll actually be a good idea. Like the receiver gets credit for interceptions when it's like a clearly dropped ball and somebody else get it.
Yeah. All right, you guys. We're gonna see what they're gonna do, honestly speaking. I'm gonna ask y'all real quick. Brother D, you go first. Based on this, you know what I mean? What are your thoughts on what the Browns might do?
Oh, based on this, I really think that they're going to look at that INT, that turnover thing, and they're going to they probably going to I think they're going to just really threaten Shador with Gabriel all year long next year. I really do. I think they're going to play this game all over again, and they're probably going to put him back in the starting lineup. Talking about Gabriel. Yeah.
What do you think, Trey?
I think Shador has a couple of things on his side as far as popularity and making money. So that's the first thing the owner gonna look at. I think he wants Shador to be good and he wants him to play. I think there's no way they trade him because of he's on a basically bad contract.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they trade him, so they're gonna keep him off of that. And I think they may start him and have Deshaun as the backup. That's what I would do. Because Deshaun had proven that he was good before, so you can't. That's not like a bad thing to have him as the backup because you already paying him all that money anyway. And then when you feel if Shador doesn't play good, you can go ahead go right back to Deshaun.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly speaking, Deshaun is the first thing. I don't see them keeping both Shador and Dylan Gabriel, and I pray that they don't for their sake, obviously, because they
Mm-hmm.
both get a chance to develop, or not. And as long as you have them both there, you're going to be going back and forth trying to figure out who gets what reps with the first team, all these different things. Like at this point, I'm like, make a decision on who you feel is better off for your franchise, in terms of development, and go from there. That's the first thing, and then get some weapons. God, they got to get some weapons. On that O
Yeah, I forgot
line,
to talk about that.
they got to get some weapons on that side because
Yeah.
that's also a part of it as well. You got to have somebody throw the ball to, somebody's gonna catch it. All those things they go together. Um, Also, I don't see if Deshaun. I think there might be a QB competition between Deshaun and whoever that they keep, because you're still paying him that fully guaranteed money,
Yeah.
regardless. And I don't think anybody's taking Deshaun right now based on how they last saw him play. He got hurt, and before he got hurt, he wasn't playing good either. So I don't think no one's going to take that contract and pay him $80 million guaranteed without really
Mm.
seeing how he's looking, especially after that kind of injury. Then he re-injured himself again during the course of the injury, and it kind of just set him back even further. So I don't know if they're going to be. They might be like, nah, we're not taking him right now. So I think Deshaun's going to be stuck there, and we're going to
Yeah.
see how that goes. But I do expect it's going to be a competition between Deshaun and Dylan, or Deshaun and Shador.
Wow. Wow.
And we'll see if Kevin Stefanski still keeps his job. I don't think that maybe he changed it up because he don't want to get fired. I don't know. But even if they do fire him, I do feel like somebody will hire him ASAP. Like I think he'll have a
He's
job
acting
right
a
away.
little different. He's acting a little different.
Mm-hmm.
I think that somebody will. I think that somebody will pick him up even if he is fired.
That's the only thing he got going with him is that somebody else will pick him up, and we don't know if the Browns.
Yeah, I mean he's a two-time coach of the year. So we gotta look at his resume. Shador, Dylan, they don't have that resume. So it's a little bit. It's different for them. He's gonna be straight regardless.
Yeah, but I agree with what you said. The first thing they got to do fix that O line before they even worry about a quarterback, because you can't properly judge the quarterback with just people running through the offensive line.
Yeah.
So we gonna see, y'all. All right.
Let's see. All
right. It's been real. Y'all looks like it's cold as hell in Buffalo. All right. All right, y'all.
All right.
Peace
Much love,
out,
guys. All right.
Y'all be cool.
Good night. Well, good evening. Bye.
All right.